Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Anne and today I'm going to be doing the quarter year crisis book tag. So I know it is the end of April, but I thought that this would be a quick and easy video for me to film because I have been a bit of a slacker and forgot to film a video for my Friday, and it is Saturday now, but that's okay. I'm in the middle of a 24-hour readathon, so I want to do something quick and snappy for this video. So the quarter year crisis book tag was created by Roisin's Reading. I'll tag her down below, and I also saw this for the first time from Too Many Heathers, so a big thank you to both creators for bringing this book tag to my YouTube feed. So the first question of this tag is, how many books have you read so far? So at the end of March, so the first quarter of the year, I read 52 books, and at the moment now, at almost the end of April, I have read 62, which is great. I have hit my 50 books of the year. I kind of have lowered my Goodreads reading goal just the past couple of years, so I'm not stressing too much about how many books I'm reading, but every month I've been reading quite a few. The next question for this tag is, have you already found a book you think might be a 2024 favorite? And I definitely think I have. I've got quite a few actually, but I think the one that is really going to be on my favorites of the year is A Diary of Blood by S.T. Gibson. If you don't know what this is about, this is a epistolary novel where we are following the bride of Dracula, and she is writing letters to Dracula explaining why she did what she did. So we know what happens at the beginning of this book, and then we're going back in time to see what happened, how things came about, and it explores things like trauma, abuse, domestic abuse, polyamory, so many things, and I absolutely loved it. I have highlighted so many things and I just had an amazing time with it, and it is definitely going to be one of my favorite books of the year. The next question is, any one-star books or your least favorite book of the year? And unfortunately I actually do have a one-star book, and then I also have a least favorite of the year as well, which wasn't a one-star, but it still wasn't great. So the one-star book, and the only one-star that I've given out this year, is Cost by Roxanne Robinson. I read this for a blind date with the book vlog, and I gave this one star. I hated it. It explores drug abuse and trauma and how drug abuse can affect families. I didn't like it. There was fat phobic comments, and I just did not have a great time with this one, and it was a one star. And another one that I really didn't like this year already is Nerve by Jeanne Ryan. This was a 2-star read for me. Didn't like it too much. I felt it was very redundant. The characters were very one-dimensional, and I just didn't really understand the point of this novel. The next prompt is most read genre, and I am a massive fantasy reader, so there's no surprise here that fantasy is my most read genre. It always is every year. I am a big fantasy reader, whether it's YA, middle grade or adult, and I just have a great time with fantasy, so there's no surprise there with that one. Then we have a book that surprised you. Now, the biggest surprise for me is probably A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this one because this is the prequel where we're following President Snow before he's President Snow, so when he's a teenager, and he's actually a mentor in the Hunger Games, and we're following his story. And as you can see, I tabbed it up and I've highlighted so many things. Like, as you can see here, I had an amazing time with this and I absolutely loved it. It's a 5-star read for me. I had a great time with it, and it was a big surprise because I didn't think I was actually going to like it, because I don't like President Snow as a character, but it was a really good look into him and why he is the way that he is. Then the next question is book that has come out in 2024 already that you haven't read but want to, and I really want to read Feybound by Sarah El-Arifi. This is the newest, biggest romantasy book of the year. I think everyone is talking about it, and this is about two sisters, and they are banished from their city, town, country, and they end up meeting up with some elves, and then we're following that story. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard amazing things about this, and I've heard amazing things about this author, so I'm very excited to read this one. The next question is one goal you made that you're succeeding at. So my biggest goal for this year was to try and cut down on my physical TBR, and I've been doing that. I've been reading quite a few of my physical books that are on my shelves, and another goal of mine was to consistently create content for YouTube, which I have been doing as well, although some of my uploads are a little bit late every now and again, but I'm very happy I'm getting at least 2 videos up every week, so that's been a huge goal that I'm succeeding at. And then the next question is one goal you made that you need to focus on, and a big goal of mine is to read my 2024 TBR. I've only read 2 out of the 24 books on that list, so I really need to get my ass in gear and start reading those books. And then another goal is to finish series. I've read a couple of series, but I've also started quite a few other series, so I'm really trying to cut back down on starting series and actually finishing the ones that I'm in the middle of, so I really need to work on that for the rest of the year. And then the last question are new to you booktubers, bookstagrammers or booktokers that you would recommend. And I am very lucky. I have an amazing group of people that I've just joined, and they are called the Valaris Vixens. There's too many names to count, but they are on an Instagram. We're all in this big group, and it's just been amazing to meet them all, have some New Zealand friends, but also some Australian and American new friends, and they are amazing girls. I'll link the Instagram down below, and yeah, I definitely suggest that you give those guys a follow. We do a lot of book recommendations, and we're just having a great time over there, and I just really want to say that I appreciate these ladies and I'm having a great time. That is the questions, a very short and snappy video, so thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below how many books you've read so far this year. I'd really love to know. Make sure you give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Bye.